There goes my baby. Okay, so hello, hi, how you doing? I'm gonna turn this radio off because the matter at hand is much more serious and I need to just get this off of my chest because girl, she is not happy. Today is, let me just show you guys the date and time. Is 10/14, November the 1st, 2016. Now, as you know, last night was Halloween. So this is going to be and I don't usually do story times because I don't really have very much that I feel like is interesting enough to come on camera and talk about. And disclaimer, I am sick, so please excuse me if you hear me sniffing or sneezing or whatever I'm doing that might be disturbing. Last night was Halloween. I personally do not celebrate Halloween. Like, I don't partake into the activities of Halloween. Like, I don't dress up. I don't take my child trick-or-treating. I don't go trick-or-treating. I don't tell people happy Halloween. It's just another day to me. No, I do not do that. It has nothing to do with a religion. I just don't want to celebrate Halloween. My daughter's father, however, does, he takes her out trick-or-treating. He buys her costume. He does that because he knows that I don't really have anything to do with it. So, whatever. So, he took her out last night. And my sister was over here with me. So, she and I decided to go out because she had to go look for, a charger. Yes, a charger, because the girl is always breaking her chargers, okay? No, but she had to look for a charger for her phone because her phone charger was messed up. So we go out, we out and about, we run, we get it. No, not really. It was too much going on last night for us to be doing all that, and I'm sick, so. But really, we went to a couple of stores to try to find a specific charger that she was looking for. Like, so we were out for probably maybe like an hour, which means that my daughter was probably out with her dad trick-or-treating for about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, which is good for her because, like I said, she's only 6 years old. She don't need to be out super late. At this point, it was like going on 8 o'clock. Me and my sister had just pulled up. We had just got back. My daughter's father either called or texted me. I can't remember. Let me see. I think he called me. He called me last night at 7:58 p.m. And he was like, hey, are y'all still out? So I'm like, no, we just actually pulled up. While I was up, he's like, stay outside because I'm about to pull up. I'm about to drop her back off. So I'm like, okay, cool. So it's pretty quiet around the neighborhood at this point. And like, I saw a couple of people going into the buildings, but I don't know if they live there, if they were trick-or-treaters or whatever. So I'm standing outside on the sidewalk, just waiting for my baby girl. I had on my regular little black jacket, my head wrap. Nothing spectacular. I didn't have anything in my hands. I had my wallet in my coat pocket. Because I have one of those little Coach carrying purses or whatnot. Thingy-majiggers. Yeah. So I had that and I had my phone and my keys. That's it. In my pocket. Like, I had some in one pocket, some in the other pocket. So anyway, I had my hands in my pockets because it was cold outside a little bit last night. And I'm waiting for him. So he pulls up, and he pulls up like behind the cars that are parked in front of the building because I'm standing in front of the building. He's dropped my daughter off. Duh. Like most people do that, right? So he puts his emergency lights on. He gets her out of the car. He brings her over. We walk to the building because he wanted to take a picture of her with her candy in her hand, And she's like standing in the breezeway at this point. We're standing in the breezeway, like at the bottom of the steps. He takes a picture of her with her Halloween candy or whatever, and then he's just like, saying his goodbyes to her. So the next thing I know, it's like a Ford Fusion or a Ford, whatever those cars are that cops drive. Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all. And it was like this color. So, hold on. There we go. Bam. So, pulls up with the little bubbly light on the side, the little flashlight light. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, I'm just looking at them because they staring at us like, we're suspicious, but we're just in there talking and, out here with our daughter. So, he pulls up, he comes around the curb a little slowly, like as if he was trying to scope out what we were doing or whatever. So I had seen him the whole time, and I'm looking like, me, I don't avoid cops. Like, I'm not a type of person to slow down 20 miles when I'm, you know what I mean? Like, when a cop is driving beside me, I'm going to drive the speed limit. I'm not going to do this when I'm driving. Like, for what? You're just a regular person. So, anyway, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to be doing as long as I'm not breaking the law. I'm going to mind my business, and you need to mind yours. I'm looking back at them because I'm just looking like, you know, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? Like, at first, I was looking like, oh, maybe they're looking for somebody or whatever. So then, I tell my baby girl to go up the steps. And, my daughter's father, he started like, oh my gosh, it's the cops, oh my gosh, whatever. So I'm just looking like, so what? Like, so what? Because they're here. You know what I mean? And it's sad that when you're black, you have to feel like that every time you see a cop because you feel like you're about to be harassed. That shit is ridiculous to me. Anyway, so I'm just like, so what? We're not doing nothing. I live here. You're dropping her off. It's no big deal. Just shut up and mind your business, and they need to mind theirs. So then, the next thing I know, this cop car pulls all the way around the corner and parks like, so say this is my daughter's car parked coming in this way. This is their car parked coming out. But they literally park right beside his car and then put on their cop lights. So I'm looking like, I know. I know. They not about to come over here. Like, because ain't nobody doing nothing over here. So you ain't got no reason to be over here. Unless somebody called you to come here, like, in this building or whatever. You don't got no reason to be putting on your little cop lights and parking and doing all of that extra stuff at this point. So I'm still staring back at them like, okay, what the hell is going on? So he's staring at me. Him and they were both Caucasian. Him and a female acquaintance they had in the car. So they both just staring. And I'm just staring back at them like, hello? How you doing? You know what I mean? In my shawty low voice. Like, when my daughter was like almost at the steps, I'm like, go in the apartment. So then my daughter's father starts walking to his car. And I start slowly walking up the steps because I'm like, whatever. So then, as I start walking up the steps, these two motherfuckers get out the car. So at this point, I'm like, okay. I know I want to believe that I'm tripping right now, but I really know that I'm not. I don't know who they're looking for, but I know it's not me. And I know that they're not about to harass me because I will die tonight before I allow a cop to harass me and I'm not doing anything and I'm minding my business and in my own, you know what I mean, living facility. Like, the fuck? No, that's not about to happen. So then I'm slowly walking up the steps and then he picks up the pace. So then I stop and I slow down and I'm like, literally, like, I'm looking back like, look back at it, like, for real, because I'm like, nah, hold up, wait a minute. So then he looks at me, so I'm looking back at him, and she following behind him. So then I start walking up the steps a little bit faster to see what they was gonna do. They start walking up the steps a little bit faster. So I'm like, okay. So then I slowed down again. And then I started looking back at them again like, okay, motherfucker, you about to piss me off now. Because you ain't saying nothing. You ain't asking me no questions. You just following me at this point. So then I come to reach for my door. They like literally, like say this is my door right here. So I'm coming to my door like this. This is literally them right behind me, watching me the whole time. So then I grab my doorknob and I look back at him again like, the fuck? The fuck? You know? So he goes to oh, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. So then she looks and then they go to the neighbor's door, which is literally right next to my door, and look at the door. And then they go, well. So then I slammed the fucking door and I locked the shit. Came in here. I told my sister, I'm like, yo, I know these motherfuckers was just following me. Like, they was about to try to harass me for whatever reason. I don't know who they were looking for. If they were looking for some little kid who did something, I don't know. And they just thought that because I was black and I fit the description because I'm short and black, that it was me. I don't know. I don't care at this point. But I know I'm pissed off. Because if you were looking for somebody, what you should have done is asked me, not stared me down, watched every single move, and then follow me all the way up the fucking steps and act like you were about to go to the neighbor's door. How I know that they were following me specifically is because the motherfuckers did not bother to knock on the neighbor's door. They didn't do anything. They looked at her door, said, well, and then when I slammed the door in their face and came in my apartment, they walked right back down the motherfucking steps, got in their car, and pulled off right after my baby's father. Now, I don't know if they followed him, but he said, like, he was driving off, and there were, like, a car behind him. So, at this point, I'm like, these motherfuckers really tripping. Like, you know, I really, like, I'm not against this Black Lives Matter stuff. I'm not at all. But I just don't speak on it because it's a very sensitive matter to me. It's either, like, I'm chill or I'm amped. Like, there's no in between. And so that's why I try to just keep my peace. I try to just, you know what I mean, live my life. Now mind you, I've never been in any type of illegal trouble. I mean, aside from getting like a parking ticket or something like that, stupid. In any trouble, never been to jail, never even been pulled over. So for whatever reason you felt like you needed to harass me, somebody got your brain fucked up. All the way fucked up. And for the world to be the way that it is, and for people to have authority and supposed to be trying to protect somebody, but then you feel like you can just follow people around and harass them at any given moment for no apparent reason, like, that shit is not cool. It's sick as fuck. Because if I was to do that to somebody that was not of my race, whether it be white, Hispanic, whatever, I'm going to be called a coon. I'm going to be called a thug. I'm going to be called every fucking thing in the book. But when people who of authority do it, they're here to protect and serve. That's some bullshit. Protect and serve my ass. But I don't appreciate, and I'm sorry guys, like, it really pissed me off because that shit never has happened to me before. So, like, I've seen it happen to people, but it's never personally happened to me. And, like, if anybody who knows me, like, I mind my business. I'm, like, probably one of the most quiet people. Like, I don't even really talk to my neighbors like that. Like, I'm so to myself, it's ridiculous. I'm an introvert. Like, you know what I mean? I just do better by myself. And for me to have never been in any trouble or whatever, and you just to, like, I don't know who they was looking for. Like I said, they didn't say anything other than, how you doing? Once I looked at their ass and realized, like, I mean, like, to let them know, yes, bitch, I know you're fucking following me. You know what I mean? Like, then he goes about, how you doing? Like, I'd be better if your stupid ass wasn't behind me. That's how I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, I need to just calm down because that's what my meds is supposed to be. My anxiety meds, my depression meds. They're supposed to be just, but girl, like, seriously, like, that shit is not fair. That shit is not right at all. Like, and I even talked to my boyfriend. I was like, yo, like, let me just tell you the story so that you understand, because I want to get somebody else's opinion. And he was like, no, they were following you. You know, my sister seems to believe that they weren't. But why, if you was doing something at the neighbor's house, why you ain't knock on the neighbor's door? Why did you immediately leave as soon as I slammed my door and locked it? You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. Like, that, like I said, that shit is not cool at all. And if I didn't have a daughter, if I didn't have, like, responsibilities, like, if it was just me in this world, like, you know what I mean, me to really, like, look after, I probably would have been on the news. Because that shit is not right. It's not okay. It's not cool at all. And I think their motherfucking asses need to get in trouble when they do shit like that. Like, legit get in trouble. And I know that there's, like, you know how gangs have codes? Somebody told me, and I'm not going to say who, and this was a Caucasian person who is actually, I'm really close to, really cool with, told me that their brother is a cop. And he told them specifically that they have a code. So when you know that a cop is racist, or you know that they're doing shit that they're not supposed to do, you don't say nothing. You're not supposed to say nothing. And that right there, my friend, is some bullshit. Because in that case, we don't need cops. We could protect our motherfucking self. And again, forgive me for the language, but I'm very, very pissed off right now because, like, that shit just wasn't even cool. You know what I mean? Like, if I could see if I was being suspicious, if I was doing something, but they literally, like, I put it on my life, had no reason to be following me to the extent at which they did. Y'all let me know what y'all think based off of what I told you. Do you think they were following me? Yes or no? Do you think they was following me? Yes or no? Are you still texting bitches? Yes or no? No. But, like, seriously, like, I don't even know, man.